Sheer genius. Yes, sheer genius. I give you the Lions yesterday as a free pick. I give you TCU as a free pick. And then I make my best bet the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I can't really whine that much because I had won Sunday with a 15-dime play, Monday a 15-dime play, Tuesday a 15-dime play, Wednesday a 15-dime play. They all matched my normal top rated play in any sport anytime in my career, right? And the Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday winners, which were all in college basketball, you got all for $19 and saved a fortune. But I was firmly convinced that yesterday, the way to go was to back the Dallas Cowboys. So naturally, I made them a fifth straight 15-dime play. How did that turn out? Yeah, win the free picks, lose the best bet. The ultimate irony, of course, is that I grew up an Eagles fan. I'm still an Eagles fan. I just backed the Eagles on Sunday, but I was 100% convinced that the Cowboys were the play yesterday. Dumb move on my part. Hi, everyone. Al DeMarco here, and this is going to be your Friday video report. I don't know about you, but it seems like Sunday already to me, okay? I mean, you had football yesterday, and now it just, I don't know. Or in my business, actually, it's like working back-to-back weekends. This is like the preview of what March Madness is like when you've got to do all this football stuff Thursday, Friday, and then again Saturday and Sunday. Nothing like getting 1 or 2 hours of sleep for 4 days straight. I've got 3 college football complimentary plays coming your way in just a moment. A quick shout out going out to Scott Delaney. Delaney yesterday, his 5th straight major wager winner since Sunday, as you got his 100-dime NFC North game of the year on the Lions, and you got it for only $34, a savings of, $75 off the regular price as he improves to 74 43 and 3 with 100-dime plays over the past 3 years in all sports combined, including Ohio over Miami of Ohio on Tuesday, including the Jets and the Bills under on Monday, including Texas Tech against Iowa State last Saturday. And you got all of those plays at huge discounts, just like you got his 3rd ever 200-dime NFL play in 11 years at this site with the Colts over Jacksonville on Sunday at a huge discount as well. $10 bettors are up over $8,300 the past 23 days. And with 50-dime plays or higher now, Delaney, the past 3 years combined, has made $10 bettors $45,160. Listen, guys, I'm doing this video report in the middle of the night, so I have no idea what Delaney has for Friday. But considering how hot he is, you might want to check it out. You also might want to check out the latest from Shawn Michaels, who yesterday cashed in with another 100-dime max wager play. What a surprise. And another teaser winner as well, as he combined the Lions with TCU. Today, he's going for winning day number 126 out of 209. It's another 100-dime teaser. Western Michigan, Northern Illinois, combined with Colorado State and Air Force. Now, keep in mind that Western Michigan, Northern Illinois game goes at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. So you got to get this early, and you should, because just like yesterday's teaser winner, just like last Sunday's teaser winner on Green Bay and Denver, you're going to get it for $22, save $77 off the regular price simply by using coupon code SEAN22, SEAN 22. Keep in mind, Sean is the winningest football handicapper here at the site the past 5 years, making $10 bettors over $32,500 in college and pro combined. And over the past 19 months, those same $10 bettors in all sports combined have won an even $26,000. And that's wins minus losses minus the vig. 26 grand. Shawn Michaels on a roll. Also, Trace Adams. Huge play today from Trace Adams. Now, listen, guys, I'm not going to lie to you. Did he lose a play yesterday on the Eagles-Cowboys over? Yes. And was that his Raise the Bar 1,500 star play? Yes, it was. And was that his Raise the Bar 1,500 star winner number 4 in a row? Or 5 in a row? Yes, it was. And it lost. Well, geez, he had enough success with the other plays, right? 3 straight in the NFL, all of which you got at a discount, and then Minnesota last Saturday in college football. Can't win them all. But I'm only telling you this because today he's got an ultra rare play. One and only 2,000 star double your wager game of the year. Now, normally a 1,000 star play is his best bet. This matches his 2,000 star winner on Auburn against Florida State in last year's national title game. This play is bigger than his 1,500 star winner on the Seahawks in the Super Bowl a year ago. Coupon code is TRACE. You save $85. Again, the coupon code is TRACE. All your other promos and all that kind of good stuff are available over on the homepage. They will be up and available by 10 o'clock Eastern Time at the latest, so you want to check it out over there. Let me talk about your free selections, guys. Territorial Cup. in Tucson today. Arizona hosting Arizona State. Arizona, the host team, a 2.5-point favorite in this contest. I like Arizona State in this particular game only because Arizona's quarterback, the freshman Solomon, he's hurt. Whether he's going to play or not, who knows? Jesse Scroggins, who had to relieve him last week, could see action, maybe even make his first start. That's a huge variable in a game of this magnitude with a potential for one of these teams possibly advancing and playing in the Pac-12 championship game, the winner of this game. Arizona State bounced back from a devastating loss at Oregon State 2 Saturdays ago. And I say devastating because they were up 24-10 in Corvallis at halftime, and then they proceeded to lose that game 35-27. And not only snapped a 5-game winning streak, it not only came a week after they hammered Notre Dame at home, but it also came after they had ascended to the number 6 position in the college playoff poll by the committee. So that really shot them down big time. Now, they did rebound last week with a blowout at home against Washington State. But, I have to be honest with you, 5 Washington State turnovers led to 5 touchdowns for Arizona State. Arizona State has not been the same offensively since Taylor Kelly, their starting quarterback, came back from a foot injury. He's just been kind of inconsistent. But he's got to be on today because let me tell you what, Arizona's pass defense is ranked 116th among 125 Division I schools this season. They're giving up almost 276 yards a game. Now, true, some of those numbers are inflated because the Pac-12 is pass happy, okay? But still, that's pretty bad. And their defense against the run is ranked 11th out of a 12-team conference, giving up 163.7 yards a game. So the running back for Arizona State, DJ Foster, who's run for almost 1,000 yards this season, he's only like 31 yards shy, he should have a pretty good game today. Now, is Arizona State's defense that good? Not really. I mean, they get a lot of sacks. They average over 3 sacks a game, number 10 in the nation in sacks, but they give up 26.4 points a game. But again, this is the pass-happy, high-scoring Pac-12. To give you the analogy, it's like in baseball when minor league pitchers are called up from a AAA affiliate that plays in the Pacific Coast League, and they have an ERA of 4. Well, that's a great ERA when you pitch in the PCL. I mean, it's the same thing. When you're a team that comes out of the Pac-12, you're giving up 26 points a game. That's like giving up 17 a game if you played in the Big 12, or the Big 10 or the SEC. It's just the nature of the style of play of that conference. This Arizona team, Rich Rod deserves all the credit. Are you paying attention, Gainesville fans? Maybe you want him to come to Florida and resuscitate your program next. But Arizona has been wildly inconsistent. I mean, this is a team, remember, back in October as a 21.5-point dog. They go to Oregon, they pull the outright upset, and then they come home the next week and they lose to USC. This is a team that, you just don't know what always you're going to get. So I like Arizona State to win this one outright. I also like UCLA. In big-time revenge. I think they've lost 6 straight since 2008 to Stanford. I like UCLA minus the 6 today because the Bruins are playing well. They're coming off a 38-20 home win against USC. They won 44-30 at Washington. They won 17-7 at home against Arizona. 40-37, I think, in double overtime at Colorado. 36-34 at California as well. So they're on a nice roll since losing their first 2 games in October when they got hammered by Utah and Oregon, giving up a total of 72 points in those 2 games. Meanwhile, Stanford's coming off its big game. And literally, it was the game against California and Berkeley, 38-17. The week prior, they lost their home finale to Utah, 20-17. The week before that, their previous road game, they went to Eugene. They got hammered by Oregon, 45-16. And that's the particular game that's giving me a little hope here to go with UCLA, because UCLA has a high-powered offense. This team can certainly score. And when I look at Stanford, I mean, this is a clash of a good scoring team against a team that doesn't let anybody score, because Stanford comes in here number 6 in the nation in total defense, giving up just 289.7 yards a game, coming in with the 7th ranked scoring defense in the country, giving up just 16.5 yards a game, number 10 in sacks at 3.2. But UCLA, it's more than just Brett Hundley offensively. Paul Perkins is Pac-12's leading rusher. If UCLA is ever going to win a game, this has got to be it, because the Bruins win this game, and they're going to the Pac-12 title game. They lose it, the winner of Arizona State's going. I just think the destiny is going to come knocking today, and UCLA is going to finally answer the door. It's a big number. Could be a 3-point game when all is said and done, but I'm willing to take a shot and lay it with the Bruins. Your final free selection, guys, I'm going to go with Marshall, minus 23.5 points at home against Western Kentucky. Listen, the Herd are off their worst offensive performance of the entire season. 23-18 win at UAB last Saturday as a 19-point chalk. But I'm not really surprised, and I mentioned that game last Saturday in the video report because Marshall was coming into that game coming off a big revenge game at home against Rice, whom they throttled 41-14, laying the big number. They had scored at least 35 points in every single game this season prior to last week's game at UAB. They had topped 41 points in all but one of their first 10 games of the season. They have scored 41, 35, 49, 44, and 48 points in their 5-0 home sweep this season. Now, the Hilltoppers have won 3 in a row, but they all came against home teams, or playing at home against teams that aren't exactly murderers row. UTEP, Army, and Texas San Antonio? Okay, granted, you're playing the Conference USA. You can only play who's on your schedule, right? Last road game for them, they lost 59-10 at Louisiana Tech. Prior road game, they lost 45-38 at Florida Atlantic. They're 1-4 on the road this season. Their only win came against Navy, and in those 4 road losses, they gave up 42, 50, 45, and 59 points. One last chance for Marshall to impress the playoff committee. Not that they're going to ascend anywhere close to the top 7 or 8. But listen, they finally got some attention this week and got noticed by the committee. Because, when you go undefeated, I don't care what conference you play in, you should be noticed by somebody. And yet they weren't noticed that well because they're still ranked behind Boise State, a 2-loss team. But this is a nationally televised game. It's the home finale, regular season home finale for their quarterback, Cato, who has had so many records set while quarterbacking Marshall. And even though they probably will host the Conference USA Championship game here in a week or so, I still think this is a good spot to go ahead and take them here. One dynamic that I think you have to look at in terms of analyzing these two teams in terms of strengths and weaknesses, Marshall in Conference USA games this year has averaged 289.5 yards per game on the ground. They've never run for less than 231 yards in any game this season. On the other hand, you have a Western Kentucky team that is dead last in rushing defense, giving up 224 yards a game. So I think the Hilltoppers will have their way. I can see this being like a 51-24 score, and I think that's how they celebrate in their regular season home finale. Well, that'll do it, guys, for today's report. I wish you well, and I will talk to you again on Saturday when we do this one more time.